Hello everyone, in this video I'll be walking you through the Schulup school management software demo. It's a tour of how the application looks like. So we assign into the admin end. The application actually has 4 ends. It also has teachers end that is a subset of this admin end. It has the parent end as well as the student end. The application is dynamic. We are always adding new features like our latest addition. It's the smart attendance tracker and exam prep plus an offline CBT. I'm going to be talking about all of that much later. But let me give you a tour of the dashboard. From the dashboard, you can have information about the current term, the total number of staff that you have in your school, and student population. Then, if you look at this beautiful chart, if you take your cursor close to it, you get to see the class name and the number of learners in that particular class. So all your classes will be represented with a color segment on the chart, and you get to know how many that class contributes to your total population. If you scroll down, you see another chart that represents the fee payment status. With just a glance at it, you get to know what percentage of fees you've collected per time in a term. So right now in this Maidemo International School, I have collected 25.4% of fees, and then 74.6 is still pending. So at the beginning of the term, the whole chart will be red, and if you take your cursor close to it, you get to see how much will come in when 100% fee payment has been collected. And as payment is being made and updated, the chart starts differentiating to the blue part representing amount paid and the red part representing amount not paid. Also on the dashboard, you get to see upcoming events and much more than that. Once the event is getting close, the system will be sending out reminders to every member of the school community that is concerned with that event. If it's an in-house event, it will send reminders to teachers and to students and parents. If it's an external event, it also sends notifications to everyone concerned. Then you can also see your recent bulletin, because the application provides a secure communication system where you don't have to deal with messy WhatsApp threads. You can communicate with a parent one-on-one and have trails of that messages, or you can communicate with the entire parent of your school and also have trail of those um, communication that you can refer to later. Then you have the system remind you of the birthdays of your learners, of your staff, and of your parent if you would like. And then it will do more than that. It will send a notification celebrating them on their big day on behalf of your school. You don't have to remember. The system will do all of that for you, and it will even send you a reminder too about those birthdays. So those are the information you get from the dashboard. And then the application is a record management system, and the academic model takes care of that. So you get to have information of all your classes, all your students, their guardian, and the subject that is done by each of the class. Okay, so the class list is showing, and then from the class list you can see the classes available in your school. You can also see the student in each of those classes, and you can even navigate to a child profile from there. Okay, all right. We also have the learning model where you have the CBT test, which I talked about earlier, ability to write exams online and see results online instantly when the exams are submitted. And under the CBT, we have the option for the offline version given the epileptic nature of internet in Nigeria. So we have options for online and offline CBT. Then we have online assignment, online lessons, which is a student lessons. For the online assignment can be given online by teachers, and the learners can do the assignment and submit on the portal. Teachers can get to mark it on the portal too. Then for the online lessons, it can be used for the higher classes, and they can teachers can give lessons and save more time, so that when they come in, the learners can already access the lesson, and when they come into the class they can just do the explanation. Then we have the teachers lesson note, where teachers can submit their lesson plan to their supervisor on the portal. from the comfort of their homes, and the lesson plan will get to be reviewed by the supervisor and then reverted to them. So we have that model. Then we have the attendance, both the smart attendance and the manual attendance. With the smart attendance, we have a device, and when the children arrive with that device, be it a smart card or a back tag, that device will be scanned at the school gate, and then automatically parents will receive a notification that their child is now safely in school. It adds a security layer to the school operations, just to give parent peace of mind and transparency by the school. So if a child wanders off, maybe he has left school and then has not arrived home, the school can be exonerated, because the exact time the child left school, the attendance, the smart attendance had captured that moment, and the parents have that information on their phone. Okay, then we have the examination module, where teachers can use to grade their result, and then result is produced and shared online with parents. So let me demonstrate that in a very short moment. So on this interface, exam scores, teachers can stay here and finish their result computation. And let me mention here that this is completely compatible on mobile device. Yes, we have a mobile app, but the web application is completely compatible on mobile device, and teachers can use their mobile phones that has internet access to finish their computation of results. So they do the imputation of scores, they do the grading, additional assessment grading, they go ahead and do the result comments, and then the result is ready at that moment. So once they click on exam scores, it opens this interface, and then they select their class and select the subject they want to start with, and then this interface opens for them, where the names of the learners are on one side and the assessment for the term are on another side, and intuitively they can just start imputing their scores. Once they're done with imputation of the scores, like what I'm showing here, they do that for all the learners, then they click the save button, and then the result is saved successfully, and then they can pick the next subject and continue with imputation of scores. Okay, if they are confused of what they have done so far, they can always preview and see what they have done and see the gaps left, and they can return back to that page and complete their work. Okay, so once they're done with computation of result, they can do their psychomotor under additional assessment grading, where they get to select the class they want to work with, select the category of the assessment they want to work with, and start grading the learners based on the grading system of the school. Once they are done with that, they also hit the save button and pick the next assessment and continue. Actually, we have options that can display all the assessment, all categories of the assessment, to make the work faster. Then once they are done with that, they now go over to result comment, where they just have to insert the comment based on the averages and the position of the learners. Okay, so the system does the computation of the total and arrange the learners from the top performing child to the least performing child, and the teachers will just do the comment here, and once they are done, they click the save button and their results are ready. With just those few things, the results are ready. Any other additional thing could just be attendance, which is already automated. And then once the result is ready, the admin can then download the report card and take a look at it. So right now I'm downloading the result of one particular class, and once the result come down, you can view the result. Okay, so the result is ready now, and I'm opening the results. Okay, so here is the result. Let me reduce. So this is a report card with a beautiful chart. So we have different result templates that can be captured. Okay, so that's for the result. When the result is ready, the admin can just come to publish report card, and just with a click of the button, the result will now be available on the parent end. Okay, so let me quickly mention other things on the application so the video is not too long. We have human resource to manage your staff. We have payroll for staff salaries. Basically, we get to the staff end and they get to receive it before their salaries drop. Then we have inventory to manage everything, your assets, your everything important to you, from your vehicles to your furnitures to your electronics. All of that can be managed under inventory, and then even books and uniforms to mitigate against losses and leakages. Everything is recorded on the inventory, and as it's being issued to a student or a staff, the record is there for you on the inventory. Even when you take delivery of a new stock from your vendors, then you have the finance where you can set up your fees for each class, and then invoices are sent to parents, and as they make payment, the receipts are going to the end of the parent automatically. Then you can also track your expenses so that the system can give you reports. Reports are very important so that you can know how you are faring in terms of your financial level. So you can see your profit and loss report, you can see fee payment by class report, you can see expense report, and all kinds of transactional reports spin out for you by the application. We also have the communication model that I talked about, where you can communicate securely and safely and have your trail, your specific trail of messages. You want to see what messages you've been sending to a particular parent within the term. All of that is under the communication. You can send bulletins, and you can also set up events, and the system will help you manage all of that. And we also have a bulk SMS center where SMS can be going out to parents as you want them to be. Then we have the control center. This is a user management where you can give permissions to staff, where you can retrieve that permission if that staff is no longer performing that role, where you can create logins, where you can even block a student or a parent if you don't want them to have access to the portal. So this is like an overview of the application. Very detailed demo can be given to you on a live demo presentation where you can ask questions, and we can take you to the specific module that you have interest in. Thank you.